Hello, all of my beautiful people, perverts, and trolls. It's Kandi. Being 38 years old is very weird. You don't know if things are just progressively getting worse in the world or you're just getting that old people mentality. And y'all know what I mean because you know when you're a kid and your parents or your grandparents or somebody says something, you're like, oh, well, that's old people shit. But is 38 old people shit? Do I just have negative mindset? I know I have a negative mindset a lot, but man, our world, the people in our world, the way we find out information, the way we communicate is just so isolated in a sense. I was talking to my dad yesterday a little bit about it. One of my distant relatives passed away, and somebody I don't really know or whatever very well. Actually, at all. I was like, I don't even know that name. And Dad's like, yeah, you met her. I'm like, I don't know. But he was telling me that everybody knew before him because somebody posted it on Facebook. And my dad doesn't Facebook. He refuses. I 100% understand where he's coming from with that because, there are some days I want to run away from social media. There are days that it depresses me really bad. I have a video called Why I Quit Facebook that has a lot of interaction from my channel as far as comments and back and forth. And it's really funny. I don't want to say my generation even so much, but just society in general right now. Myself included, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not human, that I don't catch myself sitting there for a long time doing this like everybody else. When I stop at a red light, I look around. Anytime I stop I don't want to say anytime, but I would say easily 85% of the time when I stop at a red light, my first thing is, even if I just refresh if it's a red light close. And just aimlessly my hands hurt because of this. And I use the excuse of I do this as kind of like a job or hobby or whatever the fuck you want to call it, social media. So, I kind of have to be whatever. But the last year I've tried to really focus more on enjoying what's around me instead of being on my phone as much. I also recently found out that through Facebook that my sister, who I supposedly am really close with, I apparently was in some sort of relationship or got her heart broken or something. But I feel like, don't you guys feel like that's something that people communicate about? Anytime I've ever started dating somebody new and excited about it, I might private message somebody in Facebook and talk to them about it, that if I'm close to them. I guess if I was going to say Facebook, but don't people pick up the phone and talk about anything? I don't talk on the phone to anybody at all except for my dad now. Pete during the day if I need to talk to him for something, but that's it. That's honestly it. I don't talk on the phone to anybody else. And I used to talk to my sister all the time, but she's really busy with work and how, now, and I'm not saying that she shouldn't have a social life none of that. But what I'm saying is it's really hurtful to find out something that's a pretty big, important part of somebody's life via Facebook after the fact, when they're posting the nonchalant, it's not nonchalant, when they're posting the passive aggressive Facebook messages and you go, oh, here's the roller coaster again. We've seen this pattern a few times. Must be fucking or dating somebody. Then you see it. Then you see the depression. Then you see the I can't sleep inside. You see all of that. And the reason we see all of that, we go, oh, here we go again, is because we've all been through it. So we see it with our eyes. But at the end of the day, it's very hurtful to me as her sister that that's not something we talk about at all. I don't even know. As far as I knew, she was still seeing the guy that had lived with her for the last few years, whatever. So I'm bewildered when this happens. And then what do? Do you reach out and go, what's going on? Are you okay? Obviously it's not something she wanted to talk to me about, right? Or she'd have picked up the goddamn phone or typed to me on Facebook, because she can fucking type messages back and forth to everybody on Facebook. So You know, it's really, really hurtful. And before all of the social media, we didn't know what the fuck everybody was doing in their lives. We weren't all up in their fucking business all the time. We didn't have a Facebook's timeline to scroll constantly and see what they're doing in their life. So if somebody wanted to know how the fuck you're doing, they had to either pick up the phone, arrange to go to dinner. Like, you had to actually, like, hang out. Now, everybody virtually hangs out, or everybody virtually posts shit and bitches about not liking people so they don't want to hang out. So it's really become it's become a bitch fest, okay? So the internet, obviously, that's what I do 90% of the time on the internet is bitch, okay? So it's become a bitch fest for when things don't go the way that we like, or things aren't, people that we like aren't doing something, or this group of people aren't doing this, or this is going on. And guys, I've talked to so many people that say these same kind of things. Everybody bitches and complains they have nobody to hang out with, okay? I literally have invited people. I invite people to do stuff almost any time I go to do something, okay? Because I am codependent. I have done codependent counseling for fucking, I can't even tell you how long. And I've done very well doing better with it, but I always invite people to do things until now. I'm done doing it because here's the thing. You invite people to do stuff. They don't even give a fuck about. And listen, I'm not even saying you have to give a fuck about somebody's feelings. Don't. But don't pretend to give a fuck about their feelings. Do you understand what the difference is? Like, going like, okay, girl, yeah, we totally got to hang. Like, you have no intention of hanging out. Don't pretend like you have any intention of hanging out. Just say, yeah, I'm not down for that. I'm too busy. Whatever the reality of it is, just say that. Like, it's so much easier than making an excuse, making up a lie, and then us seeing you on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, Snapchat, whatever, doing something completely different or doing something else with somebody or whatever when you had asked for that to happen or you had invited someone. Like, people can't be honest. What is that, guys? What is that? And then the people that are honest like me get called either a liar or we get called aggressive or we're mean or whatever, simply because we just say what we mean and mean what we say. Like, why are you guys so scared to be yourselves? Like, I get it. I was scared to, like, because of physically whatever for so many years, but why are you so scared to be honest with people? Or if you don't want to fuck with people, just be like, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't really like you. Is it because you want to creep on their lives? Like, why creep on somebody's life if you have no interest in being like real life anything with them? I'm trying to wrap my head around this right now. And it's not just these couple of instances. These are things that have happened for the last time when I said why I quit Facebook. It's like, this is why, because people just get sad, and then the fighting that goes back and forth over political or over, listen, I don't care who you're voting for. It's not going to affect the way I feel about you or how I like you or anything like that. If you go rallying for over your four and belittling people around you, yes, then I have a problem with that. But I don't give a fuck if you're voting for Mickey Mouse, Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, or fucking Jesus. I don't care who you're voting for. So sick of hearing about what all the Trump supporters say, how fucking idiotic the Hillary supporters are. Hillary supporters, fucking Trump supporters are dumb. Like, why is everything gotta be fucking tit for tat back and forth? Like, can't we just, this is what creates all this hostility in the world, and this is what creates all of these fucking crazy incidents that are happening everywhere, is this constant hate towards one another. And then the sadness and the disappointment and all those things we get caught up in simply because maybe we thought this person was XYZ. We thought we were closer to this person than we were. And then, I don't know, you see that you're not. It's just really, really, really hard. And I don't really know what the answer is, and I don't really know what to do besides unplugging, I think about that sometimes. I do unplug sometimes just to, like, refresh and, recharge, basically, because, life. But besides just completely going rogue on the internet at this point, I don't know what the solution is, and sad. And then going back to like, is it age? Like, I want to be like, well, the young people, I can't believe how vulgar. I was in Target the other day, and we were in the Halloween section, and there were a group of, they're not even teenagers. I would say they're like 10, 11 years old. No parents at all. These kids are running circles in the Halloween section, throwing things back and forth across the aisles to each other. I was actually filming on Snapchat about how crazy our society is, because, I mean, let me tell you, I'm 38 years old, and if my father still to this day even thought I was doing something like that, he would get in his truck and drive 1,000 miles to come down here and whoop my ass. No lie, no shit, Scout's honor, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He does not, I was not raised that way. I was not raised that way, and I cannot believe that you people as parents too let your children do this. Like, where were you as a parent letting your kids run around and do that? Oh, but back to the vulgar, why I was going to say that's the whole reason for the story is, as I'm walking by, I hear one of the 10-year-old boys say to the other 10-year-old boys, "You should have sent a dick pic." I didn't know what a dick was until I was in high school. No lie, no shit. Had no clue. I was still playing fucking Barbies until high school. Just was. That's how my life was. We didn't take dick pics. Hell, we were still using 110 film cameras to take pictures of our fucking kitty cats and dogs. Like, what are you guys talking about? I can't believe this generation. I honestly, and I guess, like I said, is that part of getting old? And I'm sure I remember our family being like, sorry, I'm trying to get my legs down here, and it's like the tripod's in the way. I remember our family being like, my family still gets embarrassed if I say the word dick, and I work in an industry that I do talk about that stuff with them sometimes, you know? So I just couldn't believe that. And you know, that's our new culture, guys. That's our new America, you know? It's fucking scary. It's fucking sad. It's fucking sickening. I mean, I'm sad. That's all. It's the only thing I have today is that I'm sad, and I wish we all realized how short we have here and how we need to, if we want to fellowship, socialize, whatever you want to call it, do that, and not via internet. Like, your internet friends, like, yes, I do have some good internet friends. I'm not discrediting that at all, but, you know, your internet friends, I mean, I have internet friends that I've known for so long, that I don't know that I'll ever meet, but it's not that they're not my friends. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm basically saying that, like, you need to look at what's in front of you in real life, what you can touch, tangible, the relationships you have in real life, and enjoy them while you can, because there will be a time you're not able to, whatever that reason is, whether either person passes away, or maybe just people change. I mean, people do change, but I mean, like, you know, maybe something catastrophic happens in their life and you no longer you just don't know what happens. So, you know, don't forget about the people that love you. That's all. As always, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, be nice to each other, guys. Because remember, nobody likes